Hey everyone, welcome to drinknectar.com. I'm your host, Josh Wade, and this is the internet's place to explore wine that is under $10. We're still on the hunt for our under $10 team. Keeping my fingers crossed that the tryouts tonight will produce a few starters for that team, starting to come together. Got a lot of players, positions filled, just looking for a few last starters and two more bench players as well. For those of you that are just kind of joining this for the first time, I've been on a search since the beginning, before the beginning of baseball season, for a starting lineup of 9 players that are quality wines, drinkable wines for under $10 that you can trust. You can find them somewhere. They're readily available. Also, they can be purchased or on sale. There's a caveat there, on sale for under $10. So some of these retail prices might be a little higher than that. But I've been looking for these players, and we've had probably 30, 40 wines try out. And so far I've got a handful of starting players picked out for this team. The All-Star game is going on right now, and it is just not another year to be a Mariners fan. Just the eternal disappointment. You go into the season, high expectations. I had them pegged at the beginning of the season as being a wild card contender. My preseason picks were the Red Sox for the East, the Twins for the Central, the Rangers for the West. And then in the NL, we've got the Marlins, St. Louis Cardinals, and I had the Arizona Diamondbacks win in the West. So not doing so great on my predictions on that, but let's skip all of that and get into the wine. The first wine we're going to try is from Waterbrook Winery, right here in Walla Walla, Washington, the state of Washington. This is their Melange Blanc. Very interesting blend of Riesling, Gewürztraminer, Viognier, Sauvignon Blanc, Pinot Gris, Muscat, lots of different wine involved in this one. Very light, pale in color. Let's give it a sniff. Very aromatic. Get a lot of perfume aromas in there, as well as some peach and some lychee fruit. It's really intriguing. I'm excited by the nose of this wine. Hope it comes across well on the sip as well. Wow, really interesting wine. Very rich in flavor. A ton happening in the mouth. It's got a great mouth coating feel. I can see why this winery and this wine was recently rated as a value wine in Wine Spectator or Wine Enthusiast, one of those. Tons of amazing fruit flavors happening. That peach carries through. You have some honey flavor in there. Residual sugar is about 1.4 in this wine, so it's a tad on the sweeter, so it's an off-dry type of wine. But loving the flavors that's coming across on this wine. Next wine we're going to try is on recommendation from some people that sent them over to the tryouts, brought them up from minor leagues. This is a Argentine Malbec Mendoza 2008 Gozo. Like I said, from Mendoza. Malbec has been on fire in Argentina as of late. Incredibly bright, plummy purple in there. Just really has a lot of jewelry characteristics in it. Let's give it a sniff. Tons of red fruit on the nose, a hint of like an evergreen tree or a little bit of woodiness in there. A big old smack of fruit right in the face. Let's give it a sip. We're doing 2 for 2. These guys are really hitting it out of the park. The batting order is being set. I think this wine is going to make it definitely on the bench as a bench player, possibly coming in as a starting lineup. Great fruit flavors in there. You have some good, strong back-end structure on the wine still. It's not a pushover. Little thin on the fruit on the front end. Doesn't provide the same characteristics that you think you're going to get from the nose, but it does hold up pretty well. Would be a great burger and steak wine. Under $10. Got this for $9.99. Super value. The last wine we're going to try is from Paso Robles. Lost out on the Wine Bloggers Conference for 2011. This is J-Lore 2008. It's their estate vineyards. 93% Syrah, 3% Petite Syrah, and 3% Grenache, 1% other red wine varietals in there. Very, very dark. I would give this probably about 80-90% opaque. Hardly see through the bottom of the glass. Kind of a cloudy purple color as well. Let's give it a sniff. Still, lots of red fruit. All these wines have been very aromatic. You've got some hints of like toasted almonds, toasted nuts in there, some boysenberry or other types of red fruit that you would find. It's a hint of smokiness as well, like campfire smoke. But let's give it a sip. For $10, I know the retail on this is $15, but for $10, a lot of flavor on this mouth. You've got that toastiness that comes through, that campfire comes through a lot more in there. Subtle hint of black pepper spice, and the finish is actually extremely smooth, like velvet. Very much characteristics of a Syrah with that bright fruit flavors and that hint of spice. Fantastic overall. All three of these guys brought their A game to come into this under $10 team. I'm super excited to put together the team. I can say with almost a great degree of confidence that all three of these wines are going to make the lineup. So be looking for the final results underneath this post. Life's always meant to be enjoyed with friends. I hope you're enjoying the All-Star game or had enjoyed the All-Star game, and drink happy.